Chapter 14, Poof. Things just never seem to turn out the way you expect. I thought that I was going to wake up in Manhattan, like I did last time. Instead, I found myself standing in front of a house on a residential street. Kids were playing stoop ball next door. It looked like Brooklyn. A sign on the corner read McDonough Street. It was chilly. I was glad I listened to Mom and brought a coat, but I wish I'd brought my winter coat. A car was parked at the curb, so I looked in the rearview mirror. I was still a white kid. A rolled up copy of the New York Times was on the stoop. I picked it up and checked the date, October 4th, 1947. October? 6 months of 1947 has passed by. Baseball season was over. I noticed that the lead article on the front page. Yankees defeat Dodgers 2-1 for 3-2 lead in the World Series. It was the middle of the World Series, a Subway Series. The Dodgers were playing the Yankees, who led 3-2. Farther down the page, it had talked about a tremendous season Jackie had. After he broke out of his slump, he went on a 21-game hitting streak and finished the season at 297. He led the Dodgers in homers. He led the whole league in stolen bases, stealing twice as many as any other player in the league. I walked up the steps of the house, and I rang the buzzer. There was a reason I landed here. I figured maybe the people who lived here could tell me where Jackie Robinson was. But it was Jackie Robinson who answered the door. "What can I do for you, son?" "Jackie, it's me, Joe Stawshak," I said. "Remember me?" "Joe Stawshak?" Jackie looked puzzled. "Jackie, Stash is a Negro boy." "I know, but it's really me," I explained. I can prove it to you. Used to live in McAlpin Hotel in Manhattan." "Lots of people know that," Jackie said. "We moved. That doesn't prove anything." I searched my mind to think of something only Jackie and I knew. "Remember when I told you I come from the future, and I bet that you would win the Rookie of the Year award? And you took that bet because there was no Rookie of the Year award?" "Yes, they started a Rookie of the Year award, didn't they?" "Yes, and you won it, right?" "Yes." So doesn't that prove I'm Joe Stawshak?" Jackie stared at me like he was trying to look inside my head. He still wasn't exactly entirely convinced, I could tell. "I slept on your couch," I said desperately. "You like to have a late-night snack of bread dunked in milk with sugar." Jack looked at me with amazement. "Did you really come from the future?" He put his arm around my shoulder. "Where have you been?" he asked. "You disappeared that day. How did you—" He touched the skin on my face as if he wanted to see if I was wearing a mask. "It's a long story," I said. "Did you happen to find a suitcase in your locker back in April?" "Yeah, the initials SJ were on it, so I figured it was yours. It's upstairs. I brought it home just in case you showed up again." I breathed a sigh of relief. My $1 million baseball cards were safe. Jackie led me inside his new apartment. It was a nicer place with a lot more room. Fan mail was scattered all over. "Ray!" Jackie hollered. "Guess who's here?" Mrs. Robinson came down carrying Jackie Jr. on her hip. He was a lot bigger than I remembered. "Da-da!" "Dada!" Jackie Jr. growled. "I give up," Mrs. Robinson said. "Who are you?" "Joe Stawshak, ma'am." "Very funny," she replied. I had anticipated the Robinsons wouldn't believe I was the same Joe Stawshak, or that I'd come from the future. That's why I photocopied a few articles when I was back home in Louisville, and I pulled a piece of paper out of my pocket and handed it to him. "Robinson, 43, inducted into the Hall of Fame. First black player honored for pioneering and effort excellence." As he read it, Jackie's eyes got all watery, and I thought he was going to cry. Rachel simply stared at me like she thought she might be in the middle of a dream or something. "I have so many questions I want to ask you," Jackie said once he regained composure. "You probably want to know if the Dodgers are going to win the World Series, right?" I asked. "No," he replied immediately. "I'll know that in a couple of days. I want to know what America is going to be like for my people in the future." Will conditions get better, worse, the same? Is everything I went through this season going to make a difference? You made a difference, I said. A big difference. Prejustice will be gone? He asked hopefully. Things will be better, I answered honestly. Much better. In my time, there are lots of Negro ball players. Most people don't even think about what color an athlete's skin is. Negroes manage baseball teams. There are Negro mayors and governors and police chiefs. Jackie's eyes danced with hope, but there are still a lot of problems, I continued. Racism, riots, a lot of white people still hate. A lot of Negroes still hate whites. Bad stuff happens. Nobody seems to know the solution to the problem, but a lot of people of both races are searching for it. Jackie looked at me with a mixture of disappointment and determination.